to protect our essential workers and those who are at highest risk for flu complications, such as people over 65, children younger than 5, pregnant women, and those with underlying health conditions. We need to face the flu together. Help us hit the flu head on. Get your flu vaccine to protect your community and your loved ones. Learn more at michigan.gov/flu. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
As a business owner right now, you're reevaluating, you're reinventing, and you're rethinking.
Get my flu vaccine to protect others. Let me think about that one for a second. If I wore a bulletproof vest, will that protect other people from getting shot? I don't know. Anyway, I shouldn't say something like that. I shouldn't say stuff like that because the FBI might look into me. But anyway, Nicholas Cruz, he's the madman down in Parkland, Florida, who murdered 17 people. Somebody said injured 52. I don't know if that's true or not, but whatever. No, injured 17, but so I seen the number 52 somewhere. I'm not sure. He is the... Oh, look at this guy. Please don't tell me that kid has a mask on. Walking his 2-year-old in the store. I couldn't see. But anyway, I mean, that's supposed to protect all the children, right? If she's got a muzzle. Nicholas Cruz pleaded guilty today. 17 counts of murder, first-degree murder. And for the Parkland, Florida massacre. It happened in 2018. From the sounds of it, he was very nice to the judge. Said, yes, ma'am. Each victim's name was read in court. And after that, he said the word guilty 17 times after each victim's name was read. Prosecutors are going for the death penalty. Under Florida law, there's a few states that do this. There's a couple states out there where you have to serve 100% of your sentence. I think California is one of them. I can't be sure. But there's a couple states out there where life means life. There is no parole. You know, that's it. In Michigan, life is 25 years. In Florida, life is life. That means you're going to serve the rest of your fucking life in prison. In Michigan, in order to sentence somebody to life, you got to say, life, no chance of parole. Without the possibility of parole. So in Florida, there's no without the possibility of parole. It's life. Florida, life is life. In Michigan, I think you have to serve, I could be wrong, but you have to serve 76% of your sentence if it's a felony. Something like that. I don't know what the hell number it is. That's what somebody said. But anyway, down here in Livonia, I had to take care of some business. It's a nice day today. Nicholas Cruz, there's a video out there where he was ranting with his AR-15, like before the shooting. I didn't see the video. It's a very sick individual. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I send my thoughts and prayers to the family. They don't want to hear the words thoughts and prayers. We need action. We don't want thoughts and prayers. They actually had rallies where they had the word thoughts and prayers crossed out. Well, that's the problem with schools nowadays. You want to take God out of schools. You want to stop praying. And these things happen. You know, now we need thoughts and prayers more than ever. You know, never underestimate the power of prayer. So I send my condolences and my sympathies to the victims' families, and my thoughts and prayers. So the good thing is they're not going to waste millions of dollars worth of tax dollars on a fucking long trial. The family's been through enough. It's a good thing they're not wasting a trial on this scumbag. Just take them out back and blow them away, I believe in the firing squad. I'm a firm believer in the death penalty. 7.6239 ammo is hard to find nowadays because of that tyrant pedophile we have in office. But I got plenty of 22. I got a shitload of 22. If they want to use the firing squad on Nicholas Cruz, I got some to donate, I got plenty of 22. I'll do my charitable part and donate, do some good for society. So now it goes on to the next phase, which is the sentencing phase. Not only that, they have to select a jury process. Jury selection for the sentencing phase starts on January 4th, 2022. A jury phase, jury selection, and jury trial for sentencing. I mean, it's very fucking simple. Life in prison without the possibility of parole or death. Either way, the scumbag, is going to be in rotten prison for the rest of his life. Why do you need to waste more tax dollars on deciding if it's death or life in prison? Basically, the guy is dead. When you spend the rest of your life in prison, you know what happens? People move on with their life and they forget about you. You are dead from society. You're dead. You basically are dead. Here in Michigan, we had a serial killer a couple decades ago. His name was Leslie Ann Williams. Yeah, a guy's name, Leslie. Obviously, he was a psychopath. Was this 20 years ago? Something, I don't know what it was. 94, 95, something like that. I don't remember the exact year. He kidnapped 4 women, teenagers. 2 of the women were twins, I guess twin sisters. Or sisters. 14, 16-year-old. Imagine, losing your daughter to a psychopath, but imagine losing both your daughters to the same psychopath. He murdered 4 of them, I think. The bodies were found, strangling them. He was a piece of shit. I forgot about him. You know why? Because that's what happens when you rot in prison. You forget about him. Well, obviously I didn't forget about him. I brought him up. But my point I'm trying to make is, you forget about these fucks. Even the guy Michigan had some famous fucking murder cases. We had the gay. They called it the Jenny Jones killing. I think this happened like 95, 96. Where a guy by the name of Jonathan Smits. Well, a guy out there. This happened in Lake Orion. A guy by the name of Scott Amador had a crush on Jonathan Smits. Jonathan Smits was a straight heterosexual male. Scott Amador was gay. They knew each other somehow. I don't know what it was. Somehow in the neighborhood or something, they knew each other. Work or whatever it was. So Scott Amador invited Jonathan Smits on a Jenny Jones show to announce that, hey, I got a crush on you. And the show, where Jenny Jones is no longer, the show is gone. off air, but I'm saying that episode never aired because of a shooting that happened 3 days later. Basically, I seen the video. Scott Amador says, "Hey, I have a crush on you, Jonathan Smith," and Jonathan's like, you lie, smiled in his face. You lied to me. But 3 days later, he shows up at Scott Amador's house with a 12-gauge shotgun and blows his ass away. I forgot about Jonathan Smith. You know why? Because he's rotting in fucking prison. Well, that's what's going to happen to Nicholas Cruz. People are going to forget about him. He'll be like the boogeyman of South Florida. But the key's going to be thrown away. Regardless of him getting the death penalty or not, he's going to rot the rest of his fucking miserable life. Why do you need a sentencing phase? A jury selection for a sentencing phase? I mean, like, are you fucking kidding me? No trial. Here's what I think. That one guy from Pulp Fiction, he was right. Eric Stoltz, he should be fucking killed already. I'm talking about Nicholas Cruz. No trial, no jury, straight to execution. He's guilty. He admitted it. There's no trial here. What are they trying to prove? Did he do it? Did he not do it? Well, you got him on camera doing it. Cameras don't lie. Okay, he admitted it 100,000 times. Why do you need a trial? He's fucking guilty, man. I know we got the Fourth Amendment, we got the penalty phase, and yada, yada, yada. And we got due process, and yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm a constitutionalist. You're right. And in the Constitution, what does it say? There's actually an amendment for, how do I word this? Cruel and unusual punishment. Congress should make no law. It's actually in the Constitution, cruel and unusual punishment. So we have to decide what cruel and unusual punishment is. Well, I believe that the sentence should fit the crime. I believe that if you go out and you chop somebody's head off and drink his blood and dismember somebody's body, that we should do the same to you. So, with that being said, I believe take Nicholas Cruz out back and put 17 bullets in him. 1 bullet for each victim, right? A family member from the family of each victim should pull the trigger. $17 times. I mean, one family member pulls the trigger once. One family member from the family of each victim gets a chance. Times 17. Out back. Okay. I think that's fair. Oh, this video is going to get flagged. I don't know. Don't ask why. I don't even know. Well, that's just my opinion. No, I don't want to say that. I'll get into conspiracy. Just something to cross my mind. Look at Nicholas Cruz. What he looks like. Now take a picture of the shooter from Sandy Hook. I can't remember the guy's name in Sandy Hook. Ethan... What the hell was his name? I don't know. I don't remember. was like back in 2012. Ethan something. The guy that shot up that shit in Sandy Hook. What the fuck was his name? I can't even remember his name. But anyway, that asshole. Take a picture of that. We never seen on the news what this guy looked like alive, because the shooter of Sandy Hook, I can't remember his fucking name. Ethan or Eric something, I can't remember his name. What the fuck was his name? I can't remember. But all we seen was a picture. And when that one famous picture where he had his, his eyes were like, well, take a picture of that guy and put it next to Nicholas Cruz. Do they kind of look like the same? It just makes you... And the Sandy Hook shooter committed suicide? Oh, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Well, we couldn't ban the guns with the Sandy Hook shooting. Let's try it with Parkland 6 years later. Let's try that. See some similarities here? The kid in Sandy Hook that shot up that shit. I can't remember his name, but the guy's dad was allegedly a CIA agent. We get the similarities in Parkland, where allegedly, I can't say David Hogg was a puppet, or how do I say this? Some say he was a paid. He's like really 23 at the time, and he was from California, and I don't know about that, but. But I will say David Hogg was the number one gun salesman of 2018. He helped me save 15% or more on my AR-15 when I bought it. But anyway. Gun salesman of the year, whatever. But I'm saying there was some CIA connections to Parkland as well. You had the one father, I can't remember his name, of one of the victims. His brother or something was involved with 9/11. I'm not sure what the hell. I can't remember what the hell it was. Whatever, something like that. And then the mother of one of the victims worked for CNN. Just weird shit, That happened around Parkland, It's just, it's weird, So, I don't know, it's fucking weird. And James Holmes, another one. He's, they gave him life. Didn't James Holmes, the Colorado shooter at the theater, didn't he have 17 victims? Or was this 14? I think this was 14. 14. Wait a minute. 14. And Nicholas Cruz had 14 students as victims, 3 faculty members. 14. It was at number 14 again. Weird shit, man. I'm sorry. It's weird. Weird fucking shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's fucking weird. You notice lately, the last couple of years, since the Black Lives Matter riots 2020 and COVID-19, all these school shootings stopped. All these mass school shootings stopped. You didn't realize that? I mean, it seems like all these mass shootings just... Where'd they go? Where'd they all go? I mean, you had a mass shooting in Colorado a couple months ago at a grocery store, but other than that, all these mass shootings just stopped. Think about that for a second. The global elite the mass shootings that happened year after year after year for like 6-7 years straight, trying to take our guns away, they figured out it was a bust. So they say, okay, we can't take their rights away doing this. Let's inflict a biological weapon on the American people, call it a virus, steal the 2020 election, get everybody to comply. We'll see. Use facial recognition on cameras outside grocery stores to see who's wearing a mask and who's not, who's being in compliance and who's not. Okay, and now let's push the vaccine passports, and we can, when you take that vaccine, you get a microchip in you, 3 little tiny microchips, and they can track to see who's got the vaccine and who's not, who's compliant to the government and who's not. Those that are compliant can go to the bar, can go to the grocery store, can travel, can go to the nightclub, the strip club, the escort club, can go on cruises, plane trip, go to the airport, go on planes. We'll call it a passport. No other vaccine in history have we used a passport. Think about that for a second. Passport. Now, I got a passport. It's an actual passport. Not a vaccine passport. An actual passport where I get on a fucking plane. I went to the Philippines 3 times. I had to have a passport. But this is the only fucking vaccine where you had to have a passport. Okay, think about that for a second. Oh boy, now my video is definitely going to get flagged. So the mass shootings were a bust. We didn't give up our guns. Okay, they didn't give up their rights. Damn it. What are we going to try? Let's try the coronavirus. And now, you guys realize that you never hear about the Delta variant no more? What happened to that? That was a bust, right? Okay, what about the Mu variant? You heard about the Mu variant? Well, we got this new variant called the Mu variant. What happened to that? That was another bust. Didn't fall for it. People are waking up. People ain't falling for this shit no more. They're not. Texas just banned vaccine mandates. Welcome to the Great Awakening. Welcome to the Great Awakening. People are waking up.